There we go. I think I'm live on YouTube. I don't know. Oh yeah, stop. It's on. Hi, Lily.
Hola, hold on.
Can let me share my screen? Let me share my screen.
Okay, there.
My tooth hurts.
Brian said we don't have to go live on YouTube today.
We don't?
No.
All right. Well, I'm already live anyways.
Okay.
What do you got to lose?
Yeah.
He he didn't announce it, I think. Here. And let's manifest this.
You have a lot of energy for a Monday.
And 10, 10, 10. Okay, let me repeat. There we go. Oh, YouTube. Good morning, Lily.
Good morning. Hi,
Good morning,
Kelly.
Kelly. Sophia.
Mhm.
Lisa.
Cindy.
My name's actually Megan. I'm just logged in on Kelly's computer.
Oh,
So,
oh,
Okay.
how did that happen?
um, I'm just at her house, and so I'm using her computer.
Love that. You're like, hey, I have an important meeting. Can I borrow your computer? Where are you from,
Megan.
Kelly? Oh, sorry, Megan.
Megan.
I am from Jackson, Tennessee.
Ooh.
Megan,
And
what's your
you,
goal? How many
yes.
listings are you trying to get?
I'm trying to just get like more steady listings. As normally I work with buyers and I take on listings as they come in, but I don't have a way to generate listings. So any listings I have are from past buyers or listings that Kelly sends me. Kelly's my broker. So
Got it.
Got it. So you're at her place using her computer, getting ideas for her and yourself. I like that.
yes, well, she's also my mom. So
Oh, love.
Oh, so you're a team.
what'd you say?
You're a team, you and your mom.
So yeah, so my mom owns Home and Farms Realty, and she has a team option if you join Home and Farms Realty. So that's what I'm under. And then we also have another agent who is a solo agent who I'll do some work for her as well.
Meaning you show their properties?
No, so she will get leads in and she'll share them with me, and then we do it as like kind of like a team split, and she gets a percentage and then I get a percentage.
I like that. Okay. We're waiting for two more people, and once those get on, we'll get on. There's Marlene and Callie and Cindy. No, not Callie, Megan. And we got
Mhm.
Sophia. We got one more coming in, and then we'll get started. Mm.
Cindy
So right,
said good morning. She's currently at work listening to the call. So Cindy
allow
will
her.
be communicating through chat.
Megan, are you full time?
I am, but I also just had a baby, so I work when I can.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. And we got Marlena, how are you?
Hey there, I'm doing well. How are you?
Great. What city are you in, and what do you need?
Yes, sir. I'm actually in a little town called Spring Hill, Tennessee, just south of Nashville.
Your goal for listings?
This year or next?
Well, this year and next, both. Let's do both.
Um, well, I've got 13 currently. So my goal originally this year was 20, but I don't know. Next year I may shoot for more. So
Now, the 13, a combination of listings or a combination of buyer and listings?
13 listings
Active right now?
active. Well, active or under contract.
Are they moving quickly for you right now?
Um, I'll be honest with you, half of those are land listings. I do a lot of land. And land has been very good in this area this year. So they're moving. You're looking at about 60 days on market.
Oh,
They're
wow.
moving better than the residential, I think. So,
Oh, wow. So you got a good niche there. Nice.
yes,
So
sir.
if I'm hearing you, you're always looking for additional sources, right?
Correct.
All right, well, let's get started here. Let me show you what we do. And, more than anything, this committee for me is brainstorming. And Megan says Callie, but it's actually Megan. Megan, this is my son right here. He's 22. All right. And he just closed a transaction. He made 50,000. And that's what I'm going to share with all of you. This one's also my son. He's 31 and he runs, some of my team members. And I have one more son that didn't show up here in this particular picture. But this is my wife, Patty. Been married for 35 years. I'm an active realtor. That's my function. I'm a realtor. My average price is really high in the area. It goes between 800 to about 1.4 million where I'm at. So my yearly income has been consistently, I've been doing this for 35 years. But while I do this, our world is shifting and we have to keep adapting with it. I also wholesale, I flip, properties that just happen to be in the same spot. Right now, when I go to listing appointments, I'm finding out that while I'm there, somebody's already reached out to, specifically the cities that you're in. A wholesaler has already reached out to them and offered them a cash offer. So I had to come up with ways to beat those so we would get the listing, or we buy it ourselves, or we would give it to an investor to buy. So I had to add that to my arsenal in the competition. So that's how we created the listing agent community. I have a lot of agents from across the country. We network because sometimes I come across buyers that are on your side of the world, country, and I need help. So we network with each other, and this is how this community got developed. It doesn't cost anybody any money. Now, with that said, what I'm going to show you right now is how I pick up all my lead sources. Give me a second here. Let me just turn off my phone. It keeps ringing like crazy. But what I just explained, do any of you have any questions on who I am, on what I do? Because I am a realtor, and sometimes there's confusion there that I'm not a realtor. Sometimes people think that I'm an investor. No questions? Okay. Just go here real quick. I pause this. All right. So right now, what I'm going to share with you is that, when I talk to the average agent, the majority, they're getting their business. Welcome, Tracy. Welcome, Jen. The majority of realtors that I talk to, they're getting all their business from referrals. And so do I. I get a lot of referral business, but when there's a shift in the market, it's not enough. There's been so many shifts in our world the last 5 years. A lot of realtors have gone out of the business. We've already lost 85,000, and we're going to lose more this particular coming year. And what I like is most realtors that are top producers, we're always adapting. We're always looking for additional lead sources, and those that don't work, we drop. I do at the moment use multiple CRMs to capture my leads and landing pages. And I'm always adding new sources to our system. Here are the 4 things I'm going to cover today. I'm not a coach. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a realtor. So the first part I'm going to show you is how we're adding so many listings to our arsenal. If you Google me right now, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm adding 2 more on Wednesday that we picked up, okay? So I'm going to show you the sources that we utilize to get listings. Part 2, I'm going to show you how I manage those listings, so I don't lose them. And then part 3, it's getting so competitive right now that when we show up to these appointments, other realtors have already been there prior to us. And, if they're good, they're beating us at these listings. Tracy, what city are you in? Are you also in Tennessee?
No, I'm Michigan.
Okay. All right. So we got, I think, Tennessee, Michigan, I think 2 Tennessees. So I'm going to show you part 4, how we move quickly to pick up these listings, and I'll show you. So when you Google my name right now, I'm not a Zillow agent. I'm not a Flex agent. It's just that for all of us, Zillow creates a profile for us if we have listings. So if you see Angel and Patty Hernandez Zillow, and you click on it, actually Zillow is always calling me, trying to sell me there's their advertisement, but there's no point. I get my own listings. So I scroll down here. You'll see at the moment we have 16 listings. Okay, so I'm going to give you the demonstration, for example, how we picked up Lochinvar, how we picked up Markland, okay, and how we picked up C Drive. And I'm going to show you that because you can duplicate no matter what part of the country you're in, you can do the same thing, duplicate what we do. So that confirms at the moment I have 16 listings, and I think I got like 15 escrows, okay? And they're constantly moving, and mine are houses. I don't get into the land part. We have limited land here, so you're fortunate, Marlene, where you're at, that you get all that land. I'm going to cover my sales process. We all have a sales process, and we all market ourselves a little bit differently on how we do our mail or our process. I'm going to show you the goals, how I set them, my conversation starters, because when people see my name out there, there's got to be a conversation starter behind it for people to actually want to call me and ask me questions. And that's what I'm good at, marketing. Okay, marketing, the conversation starter. So this conversation and the marketing go together. And then the branding. The branding is how people see the name over and over, and they Google it because they keep saying the word, the brand Angel and Patty. I'm going to cover the lead sources because this is how we keep our bank account healthy. Okay. And I'm going to cover the secrets of how I run my business, how I capture, how I manage, and how I close. Okay. Now, I'll recap, Tracy, because you just dialed in. I not only do real estate, but in the business, because things are coming. When I show up to these appointments, there are people who were there prior to me, which are called wholesalers. And they're becoming my competition for me in here in California, and they're across the country. So I have to beat these wholesalers, okay? And I'll show you how we do that. Okay, so the first part we're going to cover is how we flood the funnel, okay? And it's going to start with this. I need a conversation starter. And the conversation starter is when someone sees something about us, I'll use the word flat fee. People will ask me and they'll say, what's a flat fee? That's a conversation starter. Cash offer. Well, what do you mean a cash offer? It's a conversation starter. So when people see the name all over the place, and when they go to Google my name, they're going to find me and they're going to see a conversation starter, which then starts either they're going to go to a landing page, they're going to DM me, they're going to call me, they're going to text me, they're going to email. That's how it starts, okay? But the majority of my clientele right now, as it's going to be for the majority of you, is the elderly folks, okay? They own so much real estate. They own the majority of it. So you got to know how to reach them. And I'm going to tell you right now, you only have a few moments to build the trust with these folks. Because if you don't build the trust, they're going to go with the one who does. They own not just their house. If you ask the right questions, they own land, rental properties, commercial buildings. They own a lot of real estate. And they have a lot of friends, by the way. When you service them right, they are going to tell their friends about you. And they need your help because a lot of them are retiring. They're really sick. They all have their own reasons that they need your help. But in the end, when they know who you are, they're going to Google your name. And this is the big one. If they have no clue who you are, they're going to go to Google and type in your first and last name and bring up who you are. And here it is. This is what they do every single time. When they Google you, they're going to look you up on wherever you show up. So I always tell everybody, you might as well sign up. It doesn't cost you anything with all the companies that you see here on the sign, okay? Because it validates who you are. They already they already know who you are. It just adds. A few years ago, somebody asked me, you know, I looked you up a long time ago. They said, I looked you up and I couldn't find you. And I was selling over 200 properties a year. You know, right now, I do about 5 listing appointments a week. Back then I was selling about 250 properties a year. And this guy says to me, you know, I see you selling properties, but I don't know who you are. I Googled you. Ever since then, I make sure that now I go to Google, I go to Zillow, and I make sure that I'm found. Okay. So it doesn't cost you anything. And that generates a lot of leads for me, as you can see there. Right now, the big one for me, besides the referrals, is my Google ads. Now, when you hire someone to do your Google ads, here's what I'm going to tell you. Be very careful, okay? There are companies right now that are charging you a lot of money, right? And they're giving you leads through Google, but they're running stuff like remodel your home, how to paint your home. Those are not true. My ads, when I run them, it's specifically home values are up, cash offer for your home, find out what your home value is. And then there's a write-up that generates a lot of traffic for me. And through this, you can get unlimited leads. And these management companies are charging you a couple $100 just to run your ads. You can do this on your own. I tell this to everybody, you know, Kelly, Marlena, you can do this on your own. Don't pay these companies a lot of money. And I'll show you how we do it. Right now, social media has become a big part. You know, I was running Facebook ads, and then I started running Instagram ads, and all the people on Instagram were young back then. Today, they're buying real estate. I'm running TikTok. It's all the same across the board, but the people that are on TikTok in 5 to 6 years, they're also going to start buying real estate. So you got to get ahead of everybody. But when you run an ad, it's got to be something that is a conversation starter, not just an ad about real estate, but also an ad about having a reason to call you, having a reason to have a conversation with you. And I do a lot of those. And I'll share those with you, which ones I do. Referrals, man, I got to tell you, they always come in those are good ones. But even your referrals right now, when you show up, they're not just referring you, they're also we're going to you as a referral, but they're also interviewing another realtor. And this is in the end, I'll show you how I beat those. Because even when I show up to the referrals here in California, oh my God, they're not just interviewing me, but they're interviewing the other realtor in the area that's doing as much real estate as I am or more. It's happening that way. So when you're going to deliver in your presentation, they got to feel comfortable and trust you. And by the way, this is my social media. If you guys want to follow us, I'm big on Instagram. That mine just took off like crazy because I do so much. And I'm always talking to realtors that I actually have realtor followers and consumer followers. Facebook, I've had it forever, but like many of us, I got hacked. So I had to start all over. And TikTok, I'm doing it because I know those folks in the future are going to start buying real estate. Okay. All right, now let's cover this one. So right now, Google is my leading source of leads. Somewhere along a line, I got a call from a few members and said to me, Angel, I'm running out of money. I can't sell anything. Things are happening to a lot of realtors today. So I had to come up with a solution for some of those people. And I did. How to email the area, make sure they have phone numbers, all the information, and to call the area. It's helped a lot of my team members, and now they're bringing in more leads, which then they have more money to run their Google ads. Because right now, for many realtors, it's going to be survival. You should expect a lot of realtors right now leaving the industry and having to go get a job. It's just what happens in every shift that there is in the market. Pre-foreclosures right now are big in every part of the country. Every city has properties that people are behind on their mortgage, but they have equity. Okay. So those are the folks that I tell people you can reach out to also, and the referral companies. Right now, I have been signing up with every single referral company that's showing up. Yes, I got to pay them a referral fee, but it doesn't matter, because when you pick up that one listing, in the moment, I'm going to show you how I make one into two. And then every time I pick up a listing, I turn it into two. I'll show you how to get that done. Live transfers. Welcome, Tanisha. I didn't ask you, but what city are you in? Or did I? No, I didn't ask you. What city are you in, Tanisha?
Hi, sorry, I was trying to unmute. I'm in Chattanooga, Tennessee, in the North Georgia area.
Got it. All right. Welcome. All right. So right now for everybody, VAs, it's expensive to hire a full-time assistant, right? Right now I've been using a VA, and I spent $680, and they follow up on a lot of my leads. And what they do is they give me what's called a live transfer. So when they connect with someone, rather than engaging or to me, because these leads, as you start to move forward, you need to get up more salary leads to make sure you're able to follow up. Now, by the way, this works if you're a part-time agent or full-time agent. If you only need 5 listings or you need 100, you decide how many you want, okay? It doesn't matter. This works. It just adds more fuel. Now, here's how I'm duplicating my leads right now. So what I do is when I get that one listing, I buy the data, okay? I buy the data from a mail company right now. I keep moving around. When I buy this data from the mail company, I then send out 100 letters around my listing. It looks like a check, the letter. It goes straight to the decision maker. When that person opens it, it has 3 conversation starters. But the more important thing is that they're looking at a check, and I'm offering them money just to meet with me at no obligation. And people have asked me, is that legal? Yeah, as long as you're paying it, right? Because you're paying for an opportunity to meet with them, as opposed to paying Zillow, Redfin, or not Redfin, Zillow or Homes.com. But this letter generates me about 5 quality leads per mail out, okay? And then they go into my CRM, and then I start the follow-up. I also email and I text this data, and the email it's fresh, it's new. My email campaigns are so darn good. It depends what you put in the letter. And this is what's about. This is what this is about. You're trying to get an opportunity for someone to call you. So this year alone duplicates my business over and over. Now, Lily, you there? Where did Lily go? I don't see her anymore.
I'm here.
Lily, I'm going to have you all in the chat. I already have it, but give me your email and I'll get you this letter so you can utilize it for your business. I'm changing it now to, this one cost me $1.10 per thousand. The new company I found, it's costing me 75 cents per thousand. Right now, currently, I use a company called Thank.io. They do everything out the door. Nothing to do with them. I have nothing to do with them. But the new company is cheaper and it's a better letter. But I just want to show you how we duplicate our business at the moment. That's how I got the one that's going up on Wednesday. One is in Huntington Park. I am nowhere in Huntington Park, but we got a listing in Huntington Park. I sent out the letter. Now I got a second one in Huntington Park. The other one is in Whittier. Whittier is my town. I send that one over and over, and that's how we picked up the other listing that I'm about to go sign. This is the letter, by the way. You can also get it from here. There's a QR code, okay? And you can see what it says. Per Zillow, values are going to go up 11%. Conversation starter. Give us an opportunity and we'll pay you $100 just to meet with us. Conversation starter. We pay up to $25 for repairs on your home, or you can put there $1,000 signing bonus. And then here, you can, buy your next home before you sell it. I was using a program called HomeLight so much that I did a national TV commercial that you can still see. You can see me on TV with HomeLight because I was using their product, and they asked me, how are you using it so much? Well, I said, Well, it helps me get listings because it gave the buyer, it gave the seller the opportunity that I'd find their home first, close the escrow, okay? And then we put their home up on the market after the fact, all right? But the point of this letter is that it's a conversation starter to duplicate your business. Now, does anybody have any questions? Because sometimes I talk so fast, all this makes sense to me, but I want to make sure that I'm giving you what you're going to
I had a
ask.
question.
Megan, do you have a question? Sure. Go right ahead,
Yeah,
Tanisha.
what was the what would you say was like the investment for the letter, like the cost for the mailing company, for the list, and then also how much, you know, on average, how many people did you give the $100 to?
I send out probably, I want to say about 1,000 because I mail them around my listings. I've only paid it 3 times because when I meet with the client and I present, which I'll show you how I do it. When I present with value, and they always choose me as their realtor. And I'll show you right now, Tanisha, how I get that done. But the new company that I'm going with, I forgot what they're called. There's one called, I forget what their name is, but their letters, when I saw the presentation, I went, oh my God, I was so excited. So I'm giving that class tomorrow at 9 a.m. You're all more than welcome to join me, and you can see those letters, okay, on how they're sent out. Some look like ballots because now we're voting. Some look like certified mail, but it causes them to open the letter and it starts a conversation. And that's how I'm always staying ahead. All right. Again, if anybody has a question, please ask me. Here's the other one. Now, in some parts of the country, it rains, it snows, it's too hot. Depends where you're at. But the open house sign, it's such a powerful tool. Okay. If you look at the sign, it's not beautiful, but you can't forget the name. Okay. And the Department of Real Estate said it was fine because it's the same size. See the name of the company? My name is the same size. Okay. They let it go by. You don't see open house, it's real tiny. I'm not promoting the company. I'm not promoting the word open house. Okay. And then I always put a rider, which makes the phone ring. This generates me so it not only gives me the branding, but it gives me a lot of leads. Okay. So if you're trying to brand your name, make sure your sign really stands out. Lily, tell them what you always tell them about using somebody else's sign.
Yep. I always say if you're looking to grow really fast and you know that there's an agent dominating your area right now, just go ahead and copy their signs and use the same color. Just write your name bigger because I see a lot of signs everywhere. But what do they say? They say open house really big. So copy the colors, put your name bigger, start marketing that area, and then you know a lot of people will think that all those signs are yours.
Back in the day, the open house signs used to be a white color, and then it said open on top, house on the bottom, open house. I capitalized on that by copying the colors. My signs used to be white and the letters were red. And that's how I grew so big because I was dominating it while everybody else was putting up their open houses. I was branding off of just this generic signs and everybody thought it was me. This is a little bit of work. What I showed you a moment ago is incoming calls like crazy. What I'm showing you now is a little bit of work because it takes a little bit of effort. It depends how much business you want. The doorbell,
And I
okay?
do get a lot of calls on our signs. Hey, I saw your sign.
Hmm. Right now, per open house, I put up about 25 signs. I don't do it. I have a team member that goes out and puts up ads that are branded. Okay. I get a little crazy on my marketing side, which I show you how I get this done also, if you wish to know. These here, the ring, when you go to the ring, you want to leave a message that's a conversation starter. And you don't have to do too many. You just do what's around your listing. Because I don't know if you've noticed, a listing goes up. Next thing you know, there's another one on the same freaking block. And you wonder, why didn't they call me? Well, to prevent that from happening, that's where I tell you, make sure you do this. You send the letter around your listing, you get the data, you email, you text, okay? And look at this. You call the neighborhood, and if they don't answer, leave a message. It's a conversation starter. Now, when you call them or they reach you, They're going to say, I saw your sign. I got your letter. I got your message. I got your email. I got your text. So if you call them at the right moment, you're going to get that listing before the other realtor gets it, or at least you're going to get the opportunity to meet with them and present so you don't lose that listing. All right. So that's what we do to capture as much as possible. Now, here I just want to give you a recap. Okay. See, my business comes from email right now. So I don't spend a lot of money on that. Texting, it's getting a little dangerous, everybody, because you get flagged, they'll shut down your accounts. Okay. Google, oh my God, I'm getting tons of leads through Google, but you just got to make sure you do this yourself. Don't have someone else do it for you. The $100 letter doubles my business everywhere I go, wherever I get a listing, even though it's not my city. Social media generates a lot of incoming DMs and questions. Here's what I did, everybody. So right now, I list properties, I flip them, I wholesale them, and these homeowners, I realized during the presentation, they own commercial real estate. Okay. So now what I did is, if you look at my social media, I ran a commercial. We listed a commercial building, and two of my other team members had a commercial building. So I did a video. People are now asking me, I didn't know you did commercial. Oh yeah, all day long. So what you put on social media, people will now ask you questions and send you a DM. Any questions on that? All right. Here's how I'm going to show you how to even double your business even more. Okay. So right now, when you go to the listing presentation, and I'll show you how I present during this presentation, I meet with the client. I run the numbers. The client says, I can tell they don't want to list their home. They're looking for a cash buyer for their property because there's no kitchen, the roof is leaking. You're going to be shocked how it all varies. So I started to show my team members, not my team members, you, our members, how to identify these when they come out. I bought this property in the city of Pico Rivera, and somebody had offered them $375. What I did is I offered them $400, and the homeowner knew I was going to sell this property for profit because I had him sign the disclaimers. So in the end, I didn't keep the property. I sold it and to another investor, and I made $100,000 really quick. Okay, this is in January. This one, my member had met with them and kept telling them they can put more money into, they can put it on the market and they can sell it. The client refused. So, okay. And we made $150,000 on that. And let me show you how that worked. Okay. And again, I'm a realtor, but during the presentation, I want to show you something here real quick. Okay. The member showed up to the property and this is what they did. Look, they went and they had offered, for example, the one in Pico Rivera, they showed them $400,000. Okay. I'll put 4 there. The resale on this property was $750. Okay. And I paid this individual $25,000 right here, finder's fee. Oops. This is what the member made. They made $25,000. And I was going to put in this property right here, $110,000. And the project was only going to take 3 months. It was going to make me $142,000. Okay. Well, what happened was I paid this individual 25, but in the end, someone wanted the property so bad, they gave me 100, and they were still going to make 42 when they sold this property. And this is what I show our members. You are already at a listing appointment, and when you present these numbers in a certain way, the client is going to say they're going to trust you and they're going to go with you. Now, my intention wasn't to show you that. I didn't want to confuse anybody, but what I just showed you, did it make sense, Tanisha, Marlene?
Yes, it makes sense. I like it. And I like the Excel format that you use too to kind of break it down for them. Because we flip and do some of that on the side, but I never thought to include that in my presentation.
You need to, because right now when I go to the presentation, they're now getting approached by people that will do what's called a novation, where they fix the property for the client and they turn it on, they sell it, and they share on the profits. So right now, when I'm going to these listing appointments, you have to have different ways of presenting. I have 6 options now when I present to a seller. And when I'm done, the seller, as long as you explain it where it makes sense, the seller goes, wow. So I'm not trying to confuse all of you. What I'm delivering right now is just how we had to adapt at the listing presentation to get to, you got to give the seller the most information you can to maximize their dollars. And that's how we're picking them up. It's really helping them. Okay. So let's keep going. Marlene, no, not Marlene. Megan, have you done something? Have you ever done a flip or a wholesale?
I haven't done a flip or a wholesale. The last listing I sold was a short sale, and that took quite a while.
Most properties right now have a lot of equity, so we don't, you know, I would, if it's too much work, you can always skip that
Yeah,
and
well,
hand it to someone else.
I'm sorry.
But let's,
Go ahead.
no, go right ahead.
So what happened with it is, we originally had it listed as like a normal residential sale, and it ended up having a moisture issue in the foundation that was going to cost around 30,000 to replace, and that's why we had to end up short selling it.
Okay, so for all of you, that's exactly what happens. They can't get financing. So just to reshare on this screen, so let's just say that would have been the issue here, all right, issue, then the property would have sold for a little bit less money. Let's just go 375, right? And up here, now the seller would have to spend, let's just say 140, okay? The agent, see, the money dropped. So I probably would have given, I wouldn't have given the relist to the agent. I probably would have kept them myself, and that brought up the profit. Point being is, this is where you need to prepare, you know, Megan, Tanisha, Jen, all of you, when you go to these listing presentations. They're getting so, you have to be able to have multiple options for the client, and that's what we do. Okay. Now let's get into the management side. On the management side, you got to decide how many leads do you want. And I show you all our members and we brainstorm. Sometimes you tell me, you guys give me secrets, and I then modify them. Welcome, Tyler. I know you just showed up. What city are you in, Tyler? I know, probably on your phone and you can't find that mute button. Okay. Here's how we're going to start. Okay. You're going to decide how many leads you want. My best return right now is my Google ads, and I'm spending about $35 to $40 per lead. Okay. The ads that I run are specifically for home value, and that home values are a cash offer for your property. Okay. My YouTube ads are doing really good. I use a video where I offer $100 just to meet with us. And I give you the videos. I'll show you where I access all the stuff that I utilize, so you can do it there. I'm going to send you this letter, okay? So you can utilize it around your listing, or you can go into my portal and just get it. It's there for you. It's available.
Yes, really quick, Tyler. I know you just missed this part, so we do have a $100 check letter that we do mail around our new listings to pick up another listing, and it's very effective. So if you would like a copy of the $100 letter, please provide your email address in the chat so we can go ahead and send you a copy after
And join us
this.
tomorrow too. Classes at 9 a.m. I'm going to go over with everybody the new mail house that I'm utilizing, because the pieces of mail they're using are freaking phenomenal. They look like I mentioned, voting ballots, certified mail, or an actual check. They look better than this. But at the moment is, I want you to get an idea what to do to duplicate what we do. Okay. So you're going to decide how much business you want. Okay. From there, you're going to send them to a CRM. The CRM is, you know, if you're a realtor and you don't have a CRM, it's like walking out of your house without clothes. It's like walking out of your house without the keys to your car. You need a really good CRM just to do the basics, to capture all the information from the client. And then what it does is auto populates into your CRM. Okay, so the landing page captures them and the CRM manages them. And here, let me give you an idea. So we look at my CRM. Let's go here real quick. I want to give you an idea what it does. So my CRM, this is it right here. Okay. At the moment, my hot leads, you're right there. So it says I have 160, but I'm also able to, it tells me who are my most expected ones to list this month. There they are. the expected ones to list this month. When they get listed, then they get moved over to 9 current ones. Then it gets moved over to an escrow and then my closed, okay? So you need a CRM to make sure you follow up with everybody and you don't lose anybody, okay? And it has to have a really good follow-up system. Remember, this is part of the sales process. I showed you where all the leads are coming from. I do 5 listings appointments in a given year, and I close on the average 200 properties every given year. I closed 5,000 since I've started, so I average everything out. These days, it's getting really competitive for everybody. I'll share that. But here's the follow-up system, okay? And please stop me if you have any questions so I can answer them. Right now, I'll call multiple times, but get this. I send them a welcome package, which is this right here, with the letter that I just mentioned to all of you. But if I don't reach them, I email and I text. But I want you to hear this part on the text. On the text, you only have, if you're going to send a video, you have 30 seconds to do it. So Lily sends out a text. It's me and Lily and the client. And after that, she sends a video of her talking and she leaves a quick message. And it's the same generic video, but it looks like it's personal. Then I have another team member, Carolina, who will also text me, her, and the lead. But it's increasing our callbacks because it's a video. And Lily is saying, what do you say, Lily? Tell them what you say.
Hey, Megan, Marlena, Tanisha, yeah, and Tyler. So when I get a new text from, like, when I get a hot seller into my landing page or a hot inquiry, I do record a short video of myself and I just say, hi, this is Lily with Angel and Patty's team calling in regards to your property. If you're interested in selling, please give me the opportunity to meet with you. I will pay you $100 just for your time. And then I send them that along with my text message that shows a little breakdown of all the services that we do offer as listing agents. And honestly, that video is effective. Like, we booked multiple appointments already. We got a listing. I don't want to say it's my face angel, but those videos are working. So you should try that.
I did not know this because my videos weren't going through previously. They have to be under 30 seconds, everybody. Under 30 seconds. I really hope this helps you because the goal for me, for everybody, is to increase and get more listings. So that's what we do. We'll go to the door and we have a drip campaign. Your drip campaign can no longer be just following up. You have to deliver value, okay? You have to deliver value. There's a letter. There's a QR code if you want to get it. Or in the chat, you already gave it to us. We'll send it out to you. Okay, now let's get into how do we build trust. And this is the part. This is it. This is the moment. Not only get one shot to convince the client to have trust in you and choose you, because if you don't, they're going to go with someone else. And when you're meeting with the client, I'm going to tell you right now, the majority of the time, here's what happens. They're going to tell you, I'm meeting with a lender. I'm meeting with the financial planner. I'm meeting with my attorney. I'm meeting with my friend. I'm meeting with the contractor. When they do that, it's kind of dangerous because many times that person has another person that they're going to refer as a realtor. If it's a probate, there's attorneys, and there's multiple siblings. If it's a divorce, 2 attorneys, 2 decision makers. Point being is you have to be able to build trust to all of them. Because if you don't, you're so I'm going to give you a quick demonstration on how I built that trust. And let's go here real quick. I am now sitting in front of a client. We've walked the property. Okay, I'm going to give you a visual. We've walked the property and we sit down at the table. thing I show them is I show them Zillow and Redfin, because that's always the conversation. That's where they're always looking at. From there, I run the part I'm going to show you, which are the numbers. It's the most important part. And after that, I do the listing presentation. I won't show the listing presentation. That's last, because that's sales. That's the part that it's gonna cover all what you're gonna do to get it sold, but it's first thing they want to hear is the numbers. So let's go to the numbers. Okay. In the numbers, here's what I show them. So I need to see their body language. Let's go here. Okay.
Sorry, what do you
And
show them on Zillow
the Zillow value.
of their property? Okay.
Mhm. And the reason is because when you show up, they already know what they want for the house, whether it's higher than what Zillow shows or it's not. But I'm getting it out of the way. That's one of the first things we do. Now, we sit down and go straight into the numbers. And right now, I show various numbers. So I'll give you an example. I'm going to change this to, for purpose of this demonstration, 825, 820. We're going to go increments of 30s. 10. 830. 840. 850. 860. 870. It doesn't matter the numbers. Right now, I'm with the client and I'm seeing their body language. So I gave them 6 different prices. I let them know this is the actual value, and sometimes they'll stretch to here. And maximizing would be here. But I can see in their body language, something's holding them back. So I'll ask them, what were you hoping to sell it for? Let's just say they used the number 900,000. I'll pop it right in there. Okay. Well, I just realized I destroyed this one. But usually I'll calculate all the numbers on this side. But I get to see how calm they get. Right now, the big issue is commission right here. On the average, I get paid 2.75, but it's confusing everybody. And this is where a lot of realtors are getting out of the business because they can't explain this, right? So I get into the concessions when I break it down. At the end, the client gives me 2.75%, and they're allowing me to pay 2.25. And during my weekday classes, I show you how I break that down. We go over all the expenses. And in every state, there's different expenses, but you got to cover them, okay? So when I cover my expenses, the client at this point will tell me, I'll ask them, did anybody show you this? And on the average, they always say, no, they didn't. They left me a piece of paper. No, they didn't. They showed me just one column. And when I ask, do you have any questions on this? They'll always say, no, you were more clear than the other realtor. No, I ask them, what do you owe on it? Let's just do 350 in there. It shows what their distribution is going to be on the bottom based on the price. During this demonstration, if it's a divorce or a probate, down here, I'll split, let's say there's 4 siblings. Because I gotta impress them all. Here, distribute what each sibling would get. When I'm talking to attorneys, the attorneys are always pretty impressed when they're involved. From here, I go into the next stage where I then ask them, what if we did sell the property for $900,000, right? And this is where a lot of companies won't let you do this. But I need to win this client over. So I then go over what they purchased it for. Let's just say they purchased it for $250. All right. I know that they're both on title, so we get to subtract, $500,000. And you're not tax people, but you got to deliver to me. What part, right? Right now, they're gonna have to pay taxes to the federal and the state of about $22,000 into the 20. Okay, at 125, you got no taxes. During this process, I built trust. The client will then tell me, I'll ask, do you have any other real estate? And that's when it comes out, well, I have this building, I got this, I got that. I then go into a further demonstration and I show them, if they were to sell those properties, what their gains would be on this. Okay? This is where I'm building so much trust. Then from there, go on and I show them what their payment would be if they took their proceeds and they bought a house somewhere else. That's what I make. This is how much they need. I tell them income. When they give me their income back, I Tanisha, see, this is the part does anybody have any questions on what I'm showing you right now? Was that too much? Marlena?
Are you willing to share your Excel document?
I do. So
Oh, nice.
I'll show you why right now. Lena, did you have
No,
questions?
sir, I am so sorry. I do not. You're doing a great job. I'm multitasking though and trying to get a deal to close. So
Hey, that's what we do all hard because we're all half the time. So no worries. All right. So let me use this one here. For many of you, you're not contractors, right? So even here, I created this sheet. So when you're sitting in front of a client and you're trying to figure out what it's going to cost to do the repairs, I did it for you. And then the flip chart, which is what I utilize for when I'm sitting there with the client. Okay. So that's what we do. And now did you want to add anything before I go on to this next part?
Nope. All I say is my favorite part is that all the pretenders are leaving in real estate. And what I mean by pretenders is, young folks, realtors think it's easy because you're adapting your system in place, and that's great. So we're here to show you, more ideas to continue to grow in your business.
All right, if you go to the listing aid, and that's the community that we put together. See. So Tanisha, Marlena, Sophia, Cindy, Jen, what you're gonna do is that in here, when you cross an opportunity and you need cash buyer, that would be for me. Where I have my training portal is right here. So in this portal, I give you everything you need, okay, to run your business. And it gives you my Google ads that I run, okay? They're free. Go on my phone to ring. Give you how to build land so you can get traffic page. And then the CRM match all this. Their social media follow so people can start calling and telling you. Now, this is available to everybody. Here, when you click in it, right, it shows you everything you need to do to build. You already have it, or you're. I have social media. What I did already because converging on what makes my ring right up for it. So those are available for you to download. Okay. Here, every Tuesday, by the way, if you have time, okay, tomorrow, I have the postcard company that the mail house that I'm utilizing. So Cindy, make sure you go up, Callie, Alicia, because down one more time and a cheap run. So point being, after that class, if you miss it because you're on a different time zone, go here. It's recorded for you. Like I had a class last Tuesday, how to raise capital. So if you want to start investing and you don't want to use your own money, I showed you how to do it. Prior to that, because I've been getting commercial real estate, I had a class for commercial real estate, handling objections. So every Tuesday, I show you how to build your business. Every Wednesday, I give a class on, because I go to so many appointments, I come back and I show you how I handle that appointment and the things that I ran into. And every Thursday, hey, it's technical day. If you need help setting up your CRM, your landing page, whatever you need, that's Thursday. I have my technical team that goes on to help you guys. Okay. So that's there. I'm going to go here. Any questions, Tanisha? Because you asked.
I love the system. I always tell everybody it's like enough for realtors.
Download the app so you can hear it on the road. Okay. So Megan had to go, I think, take care of the baby. Are you still there, Megan?
Yes.
Aw.
I am. She just got hungry, so I
No worries. Congratulations again on the baby.
yeah.
All right, so here's
Megan, were you able to see our portal? She's
the
like, I
portal,
wasn't
everybody.
looking. So I'm like, I love it. It's like a Netflix for realtors. I always say, log on, watch as many videos as you can, record it. So yeah, I had to step away for sure. It did mention the time of our class are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
So in Pacific Standard Time, build Wednesday, 9 a.m. appointment. Thursday, 9 a.m. technical day, need help. And if you cannot find a company that's reasonable in giving you a Google Ads manager, in giving you the CM, well, I did it for you. If you can't find anybody, because everybody was going, it was too expensive. So we did it here. By the way, these are some of our members. Okay. I did it down here. So in here,
And I love to know members, Carolyn Vasquez. She's on the video right there. So Carolyn Vasquez was the realtor who was in another brokerage who the broker wouldn't allow you to do listings if you did, and she would take 50% of everything. So she was mainly a buyer's agent. She was first because this company wasn't adapting and making changes. And she said, oh my God, this genius, that's right. You have a CRM. She would sit and then just send everybody a text one by one, one by one. And I was like, oh my gosh, have you heard of the CRM? You need it. And that's what we provide. So provide a CRM. And then within the CRM, you could create your landing page. And we do show you in writing, it's a copy, section by section. And again, what we're offering today is a free training for 14 days where you will get the trainings Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 9, along with the recordings. You get yourself, and it even includes the write-up. So, I mean, this is amazing, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the chat. Hopefully you guys will go ahead and join us. Tomorrow is our class at 9 a.m. It's gonna be really good. And then once you do sign up, you get instant access to the portal where you can watch the recordings. And I would really recommend to watch that one with the Anthony the Cash Buyer. And it'll, talk about investments for those of you who are already working with those properties.
Okay, I have a question. So on the
Yes.
the portal, the submit deal. So like, say for instance, if I wanted to start doing like a guaranteed offer marketing campaign or whatever, I can do the submit deal. You guys can see you have a cash buyer is what we're offering.
Yeah,
Okay,
Correct.
cool.
Mhm.
and at the same time, if we can't get it, then we'll find you the investor who buying that property. Okay, but
Okay.
the calculator lets you know if it's a good deal. Okay,
Now, okay.
yeah. So for me, listing agent. That's my priority. I help
Mhm.
people sell homes, but in the process, you're going to start finding out the more appointments you go to, you're going to run into people that just don't want the house on the market. I have one here in Los Angeles right now that I keep telling the client we can get more money. Nope, he does not want to go through the process. And I run that into, and it just blows me away. And I didn't realize I was losing these opportunities when I would meet with people because they just don't want to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't. You see all the commercials on TV, so it's just happening. And so us as realtors, we're getting left behind here under products. When you go to our portal, okay, you
Mm-hmm.
type your information, and right here it says it's already checked. It's $0. Join. Okay, just join. The additional ones that you see here is because I had people that were asking me they needed more help. So we developed those courses for them, but those are optional. Right now, I'm building the community because when you find me deals, it generates revenue for me. I think so far this year, I've gotten about 15 from our community, but everybody, and in the process, you find me those deals. It's a numbers game. All right.
Right.
So Tanisha,
Okay.
so what I'll do is I
It's
would
a partnership.
tomorrow, 9 o'clock, you
We
might as
love
well
it.
be there. It's not gonna cost you anything. Join. And if you like it, then you guys can choose to stick around. And that's when you tell me, Angel, can you go ahead and send me up my landing page? And yeah, we can do that for you. And that's the $99 is so you can have that account. And then if it doesn't work and things aren't happening for you, say, Angel, can I just have my money back? Not a problem. Because what I'm trying to do here is help realtors succeed. That's more important to me. Succeed. And in the relationship, you're going to meet other people. And Tanisha, Callie, Jen, Sophia, maybe your words are encouraging to others within the community because we're about to enter a time where a lot of realtors, they're going to have to leave this business and they're going to have to go get a job. Unfortunately, that's just what's happening.
Okay.
So,
Last question. Can you speak a little bit about the listing agent blueprint? What all is included in that?
I'll show it to you. So it's optional, right now. I'll go here back to where we were. So I'll give you, this is it right here. So the listing agent blueprint is this one. What it is where we give, it's a one-time fee, and we give you, if you don't have your own stuff, it's got the net sheet, the listing presentation, the construction calculator, an accountability tracker, which I didn't show you, which was this one. Look. So if you're trying to decide how much money you're going to, you tell me how much money you want to make, how much time you have, and she gives you the formula. And we get your price range in your area, what your average commission is, and that's what we set you up on top of you. Okay. Then what happened was, just to add, we got a call from a couple of people and they said, Angel, it's basically you're paying off a full year. Okay, we set it up for you. But like I told everybody, I'm not looking, hey, things aren't working for you. Just ask me for your money back. And that's what I'm doing. That's how I've come across so many deals, right? Because I make it so easy for people because they're getting right now. There is so much commitment becoming a listing agent. So on top,
the link in the
They're
chat too.
optional. Right now, the members talking. Okay.
So we are a community that are from different states as well. So I always say, we are a community. We do become friends. Bless you. Or we're in Georgia, so we have people who are constantly moving out of state. I have a few questions. What they do, a deal, phone calls, a realtor's appointment, and you're with us, then that would be a good deal that you can submit and run by us, and we can walk you through the process. In your CRM, if you need help, will we assist you? So yes, we can assist you with the CRM. Also, we do have CRM classes. I know that most of you it's working for you. That's great. I say we keep it. But this training, it's free, which we show you how to use, right? Like you're getting 3 coachings a week with the record Angel, commercial. So then he posted commercial, and then instantly someone's like, oh my God, I didn't know you did, commercial. I'm looking to sell my property, my commercial building. And it's like, you provide those 8. Tanisha, definitely signing up. Thanks for that. We'll send you the invite for tomorrow's class at 9 a.m.
Anywhere.
Post.
So, and I just close, it's just real estate. So we show the consumer what we do, and that's how we get a lot of calls. Let's see here. So if I scroll down here, there's the commercial ones. Well, we'll do videos. So,
thank you, Sandy, Sophia. I'm excited to see you guys in class tomorrow.
Yay.
Tanisha will be signing up. Cindy says she's going to binge watch the videos. Thanks for the suggestion.
Megan.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones in there, and they're named by subject, so you can always look to see what actually, what attracts you, what you need
Megan,
help
tell your
with.
mom.
Megan,
What was that?
do you have any
said,
questions for us?
No, I was making a comment to Megan to have your mom log on too. It
Oh,
only
yes.
asks to everybody's
Yeah,
businesses. So,
I'll definitely mention it to her and have her take a look at it.
all right. Tanisha, any other questions? Cindy, Sophia, Jen, before we get off?
Nope, just thank you so much. This is really valuable. And yeah, I'm looking forward to partnering with you all.
We'll see you on Tuesday. Okay, sign up. Megan, we'll see you Tuesday. Jen, we'll see you Tuesday. Sophia and Cindy. You guys
Yes,
can't miss
and I just
that
want
one.
to say really quick, we're here again to help each other, to build relationships and partnerships. And I already know that if we don't do something different today, nothing is going to change tomorrow. Absolutely nothing. So let's make, some changes. If we're ready right now, let's do it. It's 14 days at no cost to you. You can cancel right before your 14-day trial. And even then, if you did pay the $99 and you want your money back, we will give it back to you. We just want the opportunity to show you, what we have to offer. And we want to build these partnerships with you guys.
Go get some listings. I don't want to yell because I'll wake up the baby. So usually I
I know.
let's go get some listings. But
Oh, he
last time I
yells.
did that, and I wasn't that loud. I don't want to wake up the baby. She's asleep.